not only are we navigating toxic workplaces, and we need to know what microaggressions are and code switching and what it means to have our natural hair and why these are such points of contention in the workplace. But then once we've recognized these things, a lot of Black women that connected with me after they read the book were like, now I know all this. I'm hurting. I know it. So it hurts a little bit less that I know it. But what do I do with all this pain? How do I focus myself? Because now I don't even have hope. I'm going into this. And with all this evidence, it seems as though this is not going to change. I felt like maybe there was the ability for things to change, but I can see now that there's a mountain of evidence it's to the contrary. So I wanted Protecting My Peace to remind us that we come from a legacy not just of Black excellence, but of resilience and spirit, not just in our bodies, that we are the blueprint. And a lot of us have been programmed to believe otherwise, believe that we're not as great as we really are. We are the original. And I think that's something that is sometimes it gets lost in a lot of these things that we're seeing where we're not represented, we're not seen, we're not acknowledged. We're seeing around the country, Black women are under immense pressure from outside entities that have nothing to do with us. And that's typically my mind frame, is that it's nothing to do with us, but what do we grab onto? And I think the power of our ancestral knowledge and the healing and the knowledge of our identity and who we are at our core is the key to that. So that's what I wanted to do, is to really talk about not just the trauma, but also the journey to heal.
Yeah. Thank you for saying that. And so I just want to follow up with one quick question before we let the other ladies introduce themselves. You are a self-proclaimed social justice warrior. War is hard.
Yes.
War is hell, right?
Yes.
Some of us, because we're not even quote unquote warriors, but the burden is so much to bear, right?
Yes.
So I have to ask you, how are you of it? And so the LinkedIn links are on the screen. And as I mentioned, if you saw my videos that I posted, this really is, I don't want to say 1-2 punch, because that's kind of violent. This is sort of a 1-2 set in terms of, okay, this, I believe Protecting My Peace picks up really where I'm not young. It's a very natural progression, right? Because there are people who said they were going to be here today, but I know they're not, because this is heavy and you want to keep scrolling, right? You want to keep scrolling because we're already living it. And sometimes to talk about it feels even heavier. So we understand that. So please, I haven't gotten to Protecting My Peace, but I'm going to dig in, because we all need to protect our peace. Please connect with us on LinkedIn, the Her Power Moves the Squad.